Hello everyone, welcome back to SBR Pythons. I hope you're keeping well. So we're moving into another season. So I thought today we'll have a look at the pairings that we've got planned for next year, discuss how many we're looking to do with the market environment as it is currently, what the kind of aim for each pairing is, and how realistic, quite frankly, I think the pairing's going to be. Because as always, at the start of the year, I might put some pairings in that, I don't actually think the male or female is going to be ready by the time the season really comes to a close. But if nothing else, I just carry that pairing to the next year. I like to be optimistic and kind of see where things go. So, yeah, I've got the pairings board on the right of me. I'm back up this end of the room. Normally I film down that end, but there is, the heads up is 25 pairings, and I can't remember all of them off by heart, so I have to come up this end. So what I'll do is probably get the male out, show you the male briefly, talk about what females he's going to go to this year, and then maybe show you some of the females along the way as well. So we'll get into it with the first male. So let me just grab him out for you. So, the first male is this Orange Dream Enchi Leopard Fire. Have I got that right? Orange Dream Leopard Enchi Fire, I have. Pied Het for Ultra Male. So, this boy, if you recall back to last year on the pairings video, I had about 4 females lined up for him. I only actually got 1 clutch out of him in the end. So, for the first time, I actually had a male go off of food during the breeding season, which was highly annoying because the one project I'm probably slacking on is the ultra male pieds, and this boy would have really pushed me forward last year. But it is what it is. Can't change the past, so let's change the future. So, what have we got paired for him? So, I've got 4 pairings lined up for this boy. So, 3 of them, as you would expect, are for the ultra male pied. So, I've got nothing too exciting, but a normal double het and a fire double het, purely because they're the 2 females I've got. Yes, I'll have to avoid super fires. If I hatch any super fires, then I don't know. Probably keep them because you won't really know what genetics are going on. I'm trying to think actually whether you would see a super fire ultra male pied, because where the super fires kind of blotches are yellow, the ultra male pied is so different that I would imagine that would be a super fire. It wouldn't be like a super fire ultra male pied, but we'll have to wait and see. And then the final one is a special 50% double het for ultra male pied, which I'm 99% sure is going to prove out, just because I've got a special het pied, her mum, and the special possible double het ultra male pied, and they're completely different in colour. So I think the only thing that can be is the het coming through from the ultra male. So hopefully, but we shall see. So could hopefully make some, if nothing else, pied het ultra males, but obviously the goal will be to hit some ultra male pieds. The 4th pairing is an interesting one. So I've got 2 pairings this year to start the ultra male clown pied project. So previous year I started the Desert Ghost Clown Pied project, as I'm sure you'll see, or will have seen by the holdback video by the time, I don't know when this video is going to be coming out, but DG Clown Pied I started, so I'm now looking to start Ultra Male Clown Pied. So this boy will also be going to the Pastel Clown Pos Het Pied if I just grab her out for you. So you can see this is one of the pairings that I shall be looking to do next year. Nothing absolutely crazy. She is still Pos Het Pied. I had a clutch from her to a Orange Dream Special Pied Het Clown last year, but didn't hatch any pieds, but I only had 4 babies, so she might still prove out, but if she doesn't, at least it's the visual clown that's important, because I'll at least be making double het for clown pieds, and then everything will be Pos Het Ultra Male if it's not visual, as I say. So the goal there will just be to create some form of pied double het, is that right? No, pied, pos double het, or basically just see what I can kind of produce from that pairing. If, as I say, if nothing else, I make some more clown pieds. But hopefully I'm into that triple. So continuing on with the clown ultra male pied project. So as mentioned, I have got 2 pairings. So this boy will also be going to the fire. Yes, he will. He will be going to the fire double het ultra male pied. I've just realised that I said that for the other male, but no, I've just rechecked my pairings. The other male has got the Enchi Pied Pos Het Ultra Male lined up for him in case she's ready to breed. Don't think she'll be up to size, but this is one of those kind of optimistic, will she or will she not? She's on the list if she does. Brilliant. If she doesn't, I just carry her on to next year. I actually had a customer over yesterday who said, do I breed all year round? A bit of a diversion, but no, I breed kind of October through to June. I obviously record when all my females ovulate, so I know roughly when they're going to go. So, for example, the fire double het, speaking of her, she ovulated on the 26th of July last year, so I know that I probably should keep pairing her up through to sort of the end of July rather than finishing in June. So that's kind of how I work it, but like that Enchi Pied Pos Het Ultra Male, where I've got a pairing for her from this October. If she doesn't go before June, then I will just pair her through all the way until she does. So that will technically be an off-cycle full-year breeding. So just as an FYI. But yeah, this boy will be going to the fire double het to try and make some pied that will be het for pieds that will be het clown posset ultramart again. But this time kind of the other way around, and also a different line of Orange Dream. So the other two pairings that I've got for this boy are the Orange Dream Special het for pied. Not going to get her out, not cleaned him yet today, and it's a bit of a mess in there. Don't want to get my nice white t-shirt all pooey. And then also the Orange Dream pied pos het clown. So this girl here, which didn't go for us last year, so just trying to prove her out to be het for pied, and then again trying to hit the super Orange Dream clown pied. So apologies, I know I won't be in frame right now, but if I just very quickly try not to get bitten, but grab that out, that is the super Orange Dream pied. Don't do it, girl. Super Orange Dream pied het clown that I produced last year. So trying to make another one of those, but this time with the visual clown, which we obviously missed out on last year. So that is kind of the pairing and the aim for that pairing there. So next up we have this. Now this has proven out via shed testing to be a Enchi yellow belly pied het for genetic stripe. So I bought this boy as a Enchi yellow belly pied, and when I bought him, he was a possible het for genetic stripe Desert Ghost clown from Justin at Canova. Purely picked him up as kind of a backup male, thinking he'll either prove out for Desert Ghost or clown. Shed tested all three, and of course the one that came back was the one I don't really care about, genetic stripe. But I didn't kind of want to waste this male, and having a look at some genetic pied stuff, I thought, well, why not give it a go? So this boy will be going to one female. He'll be going to the pastel clown pied this year to hopefully make some, or will be making some visual pieds that will be het for clown and then possible het for genetic stripe. Maybe in a couple of years' time, we'll also be doing another triple in the genetic stripe clown pied project. I don't know. Who knows what will come out of this? It's just one of those that, again, the boy kind of proved out to be het for the wrong genetic, and I then looked into it and thought, well, maybe I'll give it a go. So that's kind of the pairings for him, or one pairing. On to, I'd probably say my favourite visual, double visual project, the Desert Ghost pied stuff. So it will come as absolutely no surprise that this boy, the Pastel Desert Ghost pied, that didn't prove out to be het cryptic last year, but nonetheless, Pastel Desert Ghost pied is going back to the Enchi Yellow Belly double het DG pied and the double het, Orange Dream double het. The Enchi Yellow Belly, the goal is to just recreate what I unfortunately lost last year, which was the Enchi Yellow Belly Pastel Desert Ghost pied. I want to hit that again to kind of replace this boy, and then obviously go into the Orange Dream again to try and hit the Orange Dream Desert Ghost pied, as she didn't go last year. Both of those at the time of recording are showing very good signs. In fact, I've not done my daily cleans yet. Wouldn't surprise me if the Enchi Yellow Belly double het's not ovulating today. So that's fantastic. What else have I got him going to that's not in that Desert Ghost pied project? So 3 other females. So the first one is the Orange Dream Clown pied. So, where are you, girl? Oh, so, again, this girl needs a bit more size on her, but that is going to be one of the pairings for this year. I don't know if that was a shot, but the point I'm getting at is this is going to be one of the pairings. So, double visual to double visual, and the reason that I'm putting him to the Orange Dream Clown pied is I obviously produced the Mojave Fire triple het for Desert Ghost Clown pied this past year. I need to make a pied double het. So I'm hoping to make an Orange Dream pied double het for Desert Ghost Clown. Yes, I did make one last year that I didn't keep. One that I didn't keep, the Fire double het. Reason for that is I don't really want to hit super fires that are going to be potentially Desert Ghost Clown pied. So that's one pairing. The next one is another optimistic pairing, depending on if the female gets some size. GHI Mojave Pos het pied. Prove her out. Try and get GHI into the Desert Ghost Clown project. That's something I really want to do. I'm obviously raising up the GHI pied as well. I say obviously. I really need to do a pickups video because I've picked up 3 new animals, one of which you'll see because it's male, and then I've got 3 more coming. So yeah, I really need to get an updated pickup video done. I will do that for you. But yeah, raising the GHI pied so she doesn't prove out nonetheless. And then the final pairing is really exciting to me. So I'm doing a repeat pairing from last year. Pastel Desert Ghost pied. It's Orange Dream Yellow Belly, Enchi Calico, what proved out to also be Fire last year, het pied. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 codoms in the mix. Make some hopefully visual pieds that will be het for Desert Ghost. Last year they only gave me 3 eggs. Pied het Desert Ghost, which just, I missed every codom I could. Enchi Yellow Belly, Fire double het, which proved her out as a Fire. and an Orange Dream Fire Pied Het Desert Ghost, again, proved out the fire, but that was male. So I didn't hatch anything I wanted, because what I really want with that pairing is to put the Calico into Clown Pied. You guys know what I like about, or what I think about the Calico project. I think it's absolutely underrated. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I've got it into my Clown Pied project slowly. I now need to get it into the others, the Calico Ultramel Pieds and the Calico Desert Ghost Pieds. That's a perfect transition really to, I think, my favourite animal in this collection. And again, or I say this for the first time in this video, really don't think the lighting's going to be picking up the colours on this boy. Orange Dream Yellow Belly, Enchi Pastel, no, not Pastel, Orange Dream Yellow Belly, Enchi Pinstripe, Calico, double het for Clown Pied. Now this thing has just stayed vibrant orange as he's got older. He's absolutely incredible. So what have I got planned for him this year? 1, 2, 3 females lined up for this boy. One is the Special Pied. Again, I missed, it's a repeat frame from last year. Missed the Calico Special Pied. I really want to see what that looks like. You guys know my thoughts on whether Calico can potentially bring colour back or pattern back into some higher pied combos. It didn't work with the Fly Pied last year, but I'm still optimistic for the Special. I say that's a pairing I'm doing. This is one of those ones where I've got a few that I've lined up cautiously. Just see how the market kind of performs as we come into the back end of the season and make a decision. So that would be a good pairing if I decide to do it. The other two are really exciting. So I've got him going to, and which way around do I want to do this? I'll do this, this way around. I've got him going to the Orange Dream Enchi Calico Pied that proved out to be het for Clown via shed testing recently. What a pairing. The potential there for Super Orange Dream, Super Enchi, Calico, Yellow Belly, Pinstripe, Clown Pieds. Absolutely nuts. I know it's a visual to het, it's not too bad, but het to het on the Clown side. But can you imagine? Yeah, I'm not going to say too much more about it because I want to see if it comes to fruition, but really excited about that pairing. And then also really excited about a pairing is this boy carries 5 genetics. I'm then putting him to another female that carries 2 genetics in the Mojave Fire Clown Het Pied. So that's the other way around. So it's a visual clown to a het clown, and then it's a het to a het on the pied side. You gotta be in it to win it. Can you imagine? I mean, 7 codoms in there, double visuals to be had. Let's see what comes of it. Those two are the probably most exciting pairings for me next year, just because it's got so many codoms in there. Right, next male, and apologies, this one is Shin Shed, is Orange Dream Cinnamon Fire. Orange Dream Cinnamon Fire Bongo, missed the most important gene. Double het Candy Pied. What am I doing with this boy? Let's have a little goose. I've got 2 females ready for this boy. One is the Ivory Pied. I don't know, you guys might know the story with her. I've had 2 clutches of over 7 eggs from her. I think they were both 9, but I'm not 100% confident to say that. And no, in fact, it was 2 lots of 9 because it was a duplicate year on year. Had 2 clutches from her. Both of them went completely infertile around week 3 of incubation, all eggs. So I don't know whether it's her that's infertile or can't produce good eggs. I don't know, or whether it was the male. So I want to try and figure that out by putting a different male to her. So yeah, hopefully make some nice bongo pieds, but we shall see. That's more about kind of scientific testing of a female more than anything. And then the other one is the Orange Dream Pied Het Clown. To start getting some bongo into the Clown Pied stuff. Not massively, because obviously everything would be pos het clown, but really want to get bongo into the Clown Pieds. One thing I did have when making my pairings this year was an incredibly hard time trying to get as many genes into the Clown Pied as I want to. So we're going to come on to it in a minute, but Hurricane, Bongo, and GHI, 3 genes I really wanted to get into Clown Pied, and I've only got a limited number of females, so how do I make that work? We'll see. What's the next male? We've got 2 more males to go, which is all kind of codon based. So those of you that only do the doubles, you can check out now. But for those of you that want to see some codon stuff, stay around and I'll quickly show you those pairings. So the first up is this GHI Mahogany Pied. I believe I did do a pickup video of these 2, so you are aware of this one. This boy's got 4 males. He's females. He's not a huge male. He's realistically he's a multi-feeder. I know I'm not a big fan of feeding multis. I can, but I want to get him onto rats. He kind of takes a few multis and then switches to a rat, and then after 1 or 2 rats realizes they're not multis. So I may have to just suck the bullet and give him some multis to get him to size or bigger, but we'll see. But in terms of females I've got for him, I've got 4. So the first one is the Calico Yellow Belly Pos Het. One of my favourite animals I've produced, and it's not even a most genetically powerful animal as such. For my first ever season, Purely, I'd love to see a GHI Calico Pied. It'd be great for Mahogany to be in there as well. She's POS het, so I'll hopefully prove her out as het, and then I've got 2 of them, and I can decide which one I want to move on. Also, I don't think this girl's going to go, but an Orange Dream Pastel Pied het for Clown. Again, to try and get the GHI into the Pied. I really don't think she's going to go, so we won't dwell on that too much. And then the last 2 would be a Banana, Enchy, Fire, Pinstripe, Yellow Belly, Het Pied. Again, why did I say Yellow Belly like I was South African then? 7 Codoms in the mix, so some incredible Banana Pieds to be had. I really thought Banana was taking a dip. But the banana hatchlings that I made last year sold very quickly. I know I'm sitting on some adults, but they've all kind of recently sold. But yeah, it just enlightened me to the fact that bananas are not a completely dead gene. And to be honest, that was probably one I had written off. So yeah, glad to see that, because I had this pairing in mind, because I really want to see some dark banana pied stuff. And then finally is the black pastel yellow belly mahogany het pied. Try and hit that black and white snake again, the Oreo. She's just gone off food at about 1,300 grams. I'm almost tempted to throw this boy back in. Or in for the first time, just to get her on some food, because normally it does get them feeding. So we'll see whether they go or not. If not, it's one for next year. But you guys know my thoughts on the black and white snake. Come on, boy. I really want to do it again. And then finally is probably my most anticipated Codom, even above the Bongo and Calico stuff, Hurricane. So I've picked up this boy. As I say, spoiler for the new pickups video that I need to record. But Hurricane Yellow Belly POS het for Pied. He's got 3 females lined up for him. Black Pastel Mystic Pied. Whether she goes is, again, I don't know. She's around that 1,300 grams mark, so who knows. Enchy Calico Het Pied, which I know is a POS het to a het, but I really would love to see a Calico Hurricane Pied. 2 of my favourite Codoms in Pied coming together. Just be incredible to see what that looks like, even just getting some really nice Calico Hurricane hets. And then finally is the Orange Dream Pastel Clown Pied. So as I say, I really want to get Hurricane into Clown Pied, so just go hard with it. Obviously try and prove this boy out to be het for Pied. But yeah, that's kind of what I've got lined up for him. I'd like to do more with him, but I'm conscious to do that until I know if he is het Pied or not. So there we have it. That is all 25 pairings for next year. Now, realistically, how many will go, I don't know. If 20 go, that will keep me on my toes. There is the question around the market right now, which I shall cover in another video, my thoughts on the market. But it's a bit of a risky game, but you've got to be in it to win it. And at the end of the day, I still love hatching animals, so I'm not going to not hatch them, because potentially you're sitting on an animal for a couple of months longer than normal. So it is what it is. But what are my top 3 pairings really going into next year to summarise? Well, one is, and they're not in any order, but one will be trying to hit that Enchy Yellow Belly Pastel Desert Ghost again. I've said Yellow Belly like a South African again. But really trying to hit that. You know, I was gutted, heart-wrenched when I lost that last year. So yeah, I'd like to hit that again, replace the dad ideally. And then those 2 pairings from the ODYB Enchy Pink Calico, double het Clown Pied. So the Mojave Fire Clown het Pied and the Orange Dream Enchy Calico het Pied het Clown. Just that there's some immense combos to come out of those 2 pairings. So that is SBR's season that's coming up. Thank you very much as always for your support, guys. Let me know some of your comments let me know some of your pairings in the comments, and what you're doing, especially with Pied, as that's obviously my ball game, pardon the pun. But yeah, best of luck with your season, guys. I might do an update in the middle of the season. If not, you'll just see sort of the egg cuttings coming throughout the year. Stay tuned on my Instagram to see what does go. But other than that, appreciate you guys watching today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.